This demonstration will show the Smart Klaus for THT PCB inspection. The operator would come to the system or bring their assemblies over to the system or potentially down the slide line. They would select the project that they are interested in inspecting. In this case, it's this particular PCB. They would hit with the touchscreen Start Task, and it would begin to look in the viewing area for the PCB. Obviously, the instructions of the positions that we're looking for here are on the left, the PCB, and then these components. The image, training image, or instructional image, if you will be on the top here, and this is showing the operator what it is they need to be looking for during the process. So in this case, we're looking for the PCB, and we would then move it in place, and when it begins to find the features that it's looking for and it waits for a response, it begins to go through and checking component by component as it passes through the system and feeding back to the operator immediately when they've had a successful inspection. Okay, so the operator now has the second PCB that they're going to be assembling. They're going to start the task, bring in their assembly into the fixtured work location, and begin to inspect each individual component placement. And as you can see, it's starting to flash red here over C57A. So this was just a missing component. It was just not placed in the assembly. So I'll insert that, and it'll begin to walk through each position looking for the correct features in the right order. In this case, polarity was wrong, so it's moving on through its way. The CN5, as you can notice here, it's actually a yellow part that's supposed to be pink. So it looks like we just misplaced the wrong parts in the wrong locations. So we'll just flip-flop those. It'll go through 5A, then 4A, and then now it's looking for C1, CN1. Looks like that has been misplaced polarity-wise as well. So we'll flip that around, go through the process. Now it's locating this diode, which, as I've seen here, is out of alignment as well, polarity-wise. So we'll flip that around. And now they have their finished assembly populated in real time. So the operator will now build using the Smart Klaus, being guided through the process while checking each assembly step throughout the process. First thing they would do is select their project, hit the start button, follow our tasks along the way. First task is being, I need to locate and place my PCB in my assembly area, of which I will move in place and be ready to move forward through the next step. First component being assembled is C57A, which is in this position here. I will insert that. Next part is my C101A. I'll go ahead and insert that part. So there is a red flashing box here. Now it's indicating that I inserted the polarity mark in the wrong direction. So I'll reinsert that correctly. Walks through the next component. My C5A is my pink connector here. And then a yellow connector in this position. And then my connector in this position. Okay, I misplaced that connector, so we'll rotate this around so that we can get it in the proper location. And we'll place our last connector on the right. And then our last component is our diode, of which we'll put into our board. And we now have a fully assembled PCB being guided by the Smart Klaus.